All right, we're back. You're on the Kinetic Cycles channel, and we're here with this bike, the Boss's, aka Hey Money. If you know, you know. Hey Money's bike. And we're gonna give you a quick rundown on things that you're gonna wanna know, things that you're gonna wanna set up and to expect for Lost and Found. 2 weeks out, so now's the time to get everything prepped, give yourself some lead time, get everything set up, dialed in, don't leave anything to chance, and then also give it a test run before the big day, because the worst thing to do is to neglect the bike before the big ride and to not do anything with the bike before the big ride as far as riding and such. To break her in, we're gonna work back to front, talk about gearing, talk about tires, talk about everything. As far as gearing goes, there can be a thousand options. Everything under the sun is a potential, but all of us here love it. One by, it's the only way to go. And so what is the proper one by setup? Last year I rode a 46 chainring and a 1042 cassette, and that was way too hard. Don't put yourself that far up the spectrum. Definitely gonna wanna be in the 1-to-1 ratio on your easiest gear. So right now we've got this set up with a 42-42. That's gonna be the ideal maximum gear ratio, most dialed setup you can have. Now, if you find yourself not wanting to put that much into it, but wanna give yourself a little bit extra, some other options you could be using to keep with the medium cage derailleur. That gives you the capacity of up to a 36. You could run the 38. It's going to be just under 1-to-1, but still well under the ratio that a traditional compact would give you of, say, a 34-28 ratio. So you're getting yourself much more gear with a 1x than you would with the traditional compact, but this is the way to go for sure. As far as tires go, right now the Boss has set up with the Clement Explorer MSO 36 width, tubeless ready, good intermediate tires, so you've got some fast rolling, but still a little bit of knob there. This is not nearly as aggressive as a, say, like a Nano 40, which is really a mini mountain bike tire. We're gonna head over and we'll show those in a sec. But this is what we found to be right about the happy spot for traction on the flats, or I should say rolling resistance on the flats and traction in the hills and in the dirt. And the 36, the 38 width range seems to be pretty solid for overall air volume. More is not always better. Sometimes at the end of the long day, you kind of wish you had that little extra, but it might not always be something where you're gonna want to air on the side of those last 10 miles. Feel really comfortable for the 90% of the ride, and then those extremities just sort of take them as they fall. It sometimes is not worth pushing the big monster tire for that last little percentage for the rest of the day. You can conserve a lot more throughout the day. So those are all the things on the bike that you're gonna wanna do as far as setup and kind of dialing in the refinements for the machine that's gonna get you through the day. Now, let's head on yonder over to the counter, and we're gonna take a look at some things that might just sort of save you, things to carry in the pocket. So let's go. Now we've got a solid range of tire selection here. We have the 36, it's on the Boss's bike, Clement MSO 36. Here we have my go-to tire for the race weekend, the Trigger 38. This has been the one that I've run for the last 2 years. Bar none, best tire I've ridden out there. No flat tires, no anything. Knock on wood, I don't turn it into this year, but great tire. Next up, we've got our Maxxis Rambler. This is a 700 by 40 C tire, but this is not actually measured out at 40. It's right about 35, 36 width. So again, falling into that 36 to 38 range that I think is kind of your winning setup. Not too tall of a knob, a little bit more knob than, say, a MSO, but again, it's going to give you fast rolling in the center, a little bit of corner knob for the dirt. And then lastly, our Nano 40, a highly popular tire for most of the folks that run the event up there. WTB is a sponsor, and so they all love it. But I find that this tire is a little bit wide, and it's also a little bit knobby. So it's kind of a mini mountain bike tire. The treads are tall. It's a lot of tire to lug around all day. Popular out on the circuit, not my go-to, but totally cool. Now we're gonna move on to some stuff that's gonna save you throughout the day. This is gonna be a must. That you're gonna, if you've never used it before, it might sound a little bit dicey, because when you're 87 miles in, you're gonna be liking the fact you have this. Chamois butter, Mad Alchemy is the way to go. Paraben free, all natural, organic products, sealed for germ purposes, of course. Why did I even open it? Next up, a must have in the pocket that's gonna save you, because all of these tires are tubeless. If you're not running tubeless, I'm not sure what you're doing out there. You should be definitely running tubeless. And so with that, you're gonna wanna have some way to repair the tubeless tire, because if you do flat, the last thing you wanna do is put a tube in it and then continue to ride for another 70 miles with a tube, because you're probably gonna flat. Folks, Dynaplug make amazing products. On one hand, you've seen these in our videos before, the Dynaplug CO2 kit. Stick it in and air it up all in one. This thing's a winner. But say you're not a CO2 guy, the Racer Plug. This is gonna give you a small tip on one side for small punctures and a bigger side for more sidewall cuts and just larger gashes that might accompany from rocks or whatever out there. That's a plus feature that does not come with the CO2. You've trained all year for this, why let your bike hold you back? Top off your tubeless, make sure your tires are in good shape. It's a big event for you, why leave anything to chance? Make sure the thing is dialed before you go. So Orange Seal, we love it. A little bit better than Stan's, we feel like. And lastly, hydration. There's nothing worse than getting hot and dehydrated and starting to cramp out on the day. So Osmo's back in the game, both men's and ladies products. We're stoked on it. Hell, even Peter Sagan is stoked on it. Preload hydration is gonna be a definite for a day like that. You know it's gonna be warm, you know it's gonna be hot, so why not give yourself the best chance you got? So preload the night before, preload the morning of, and then throughout the day. But definitely staying on top of hydration is gonna be the #1 key to success. And the thing I didn't grab, but hold on, is when the day's done, why not hop on the game and get to recovering faster than ever? Get yourself a nice little horchata or orange creamsicle recovery mix. Finish the day, and then of course enjoy a nice cold beer or a glass of Langton's wine too, for a job well done at the finish line. All of these things with the proper bike setup is going to give you the highest success rate at Lost and Found. We'll see you there. You got 2 weeks to train. Hopefully you've been doing your studying, because if not, you're going to be cramming, but it's going to be fun either way. If you have any questions, feel free to call the shop. Number is in the link in the description below or on our website, or shoot us an email too. I'll put that below as well. We're stoked. We love gravel, we love cross. We've got a good feeling on all this stuff. We've got our finger on the button, and we know how to set you straight. If you have questions about the course, although it's a little bit different, we can still give you the layout of the roads and dirt and all that stuff and what to expect. So hit us up below. We'd be happy to help, or give us a call. It's gonna be it for your Lost and Found prep day. We'll see you soon.